Africa, a continent teeming with life, rich in culture and bursting with potential. From the bustling markets of Lagos to the serene savannas of the Serengeti, Africa is a land of diverse landscapes and people. Yet beneath this vibrant tapestry lies a stark reality for millions: the struggle to survive. Poverty casts a long shadow across the continent, impacting every aspect of life, from access to basic necessities to opportunities for a brighter future. For many living in poverty in Africa, each day is a battle for survival. The struggle begins at dawn and continues until dusk, with every moment focused on meeting the most basic of human needs. Access to clean water remains a luxury. In many regions, the only available water sources are contaminated, leading to widespread waterborne diseases that further exacerbate the hardships faced by these communities. Women and children often walk miles to collect water, often from contaminated sources. This daily trek not only consumes valuable time that could be spent on education or economic activities, but also poses significant health risks. Food insecurity is a constant threat. Malnutrition is rampant, affecting the physical and cognitive development of children and leaving them vulnerable to diseases. The lack of nutritious food undermines the potential of entire generations. Many families rely on subsistence farming, vulnerable to droughts and floods. Climate change has made weather patterns unpredictable, often destroying crops and leaving families without food or income. Shelter is often inadequate, with many living in overcrowded slums or informal settlements lacking basic sanitation. These conditions are breeding grounds for diseases and offer little protection from the elements. These harsh realities create a cycle of poverty that is difficult to break. Children are often forced to work to support their families, missing out on education and perpetuating the cycle of poverty. Without access to basic necessities, it becomes a monumental challenge to improve one's life, let alone dream of a better future. Education, healthcare, and economic opportunities remain out of reach for many, trapping them in a relentless struggle for survival. The lack of access to basic necessities has a direct impact on health. Waterborne diseases are rampant due to poor sanitation and limited access to clean water. Malaria, HIV/AIDS, and respiratory infections pose significant threats. Medical care is often inadequate or inaccessible, particularly in rural areas. Hospitals are often understaffed and under-equipped. This leaves many, especially in remote villages, reliant on traditional healers or left to face illness without proper medical attention. The consequences can be dire, leading to preventable deaths and perpetuating the cycle of poverty. Education, a fundamental human right, remains a distant dream for many children living in poverty. School fees, although often minimal, pose a significant barrier for families struggling to put food on the table. Many children are forced to drop out of school to contribute to the family income. Even when children do attend school, the quality of education is often inadequate. Overcrowded classrooms, a shortage of qualified teachers, and a lack of essential resources like textbooks and learning materials hinder their ability to learn and thrive. Section 5. A Mother's Struggle. The story of Amina. Amina, a young mother of 3 living in a rural village in Niger, knows these struggles firsthand. Her life is a testament to the resilience and strength of countless women in similar situations across the continent. Her days start before sunrise, walking miles to fetch water from a distant well. This daily journey is not just physically exhausting but also time-consuming, taking away precious hours that could be spent on other essential tasks. With limited access to fertile land, she struggles to grow enough food to feed her family. The soil is often dry and unyielding, making farming a constant battle against nature. Despite her best efforts, the harvests are meager, and hunger is a persistent shadow over her household. 2 of her children suffer from recurring bouts of malaria, draining their already meager resources. The lack of proper medical facilities means that even treatable illnesses become life-threatening. Each bout of illness not only weakens her children but also depletes the family's savings, pushing them further into poverty. Amina dreams of a better future for her children, one where they can attend school and break free from the cycle of poverty. Education is a distant dream for many in her village, but Amina holds on to hope, believing that knowledge is the key to a brighter future. But without access to healthcare, education, and economic opportunities, her hopes often feel like distant stars in a vast, unforgiving sky. The challenges are immense, but Amina's spirit remains unbroken. she continues to fight for her family's survival, embodying the strength and determination of mothers everywhere. Her story is a poignant reminder of the struggles faced by many and the urgent need for change. Section 6. Seeds of Hope, Community Healthcare Initiatives. Despite these immense challenges, there are glimmers of hope emerging across the continent. In many African villages, the spirit of resilience and community is shining through, as local healthcare workers and international organizations come together to make a difference. Community-based healthcare initiatives are working tirelessly to bridge the gap in access to medical care. These dedicated professionals often work long hours under difficult conditions, driven by a commitment to improve the health and well-being of their communities. Mobile clinics travel to remote villages, providing essential healthcare services to those who need it most. These clinics are equipped with basic medical supplies and staffed by trained healthcare workers who can diagnose and treat a variety of conditions. These initiatives focus on preventative care such as vaccinations and health education, which are crucial in preventing the spread of infectious diseases. Health education sessions teach communities about hygiene, nutrition, and the importance of regular medical checkups, as well as treating common illnesses. From malaria to respiratory infections, these healthcare workers provide treatments that can mean the difference between life and death for many individuals. By bringing healthcare directly to the doorstep of marginalized communities, they are saving lives and empowering individuals to take control of their health. These efforts not only improve individual health outcomes, but also strengthen the overall resilience of the community, fostering a sense of hope and progress for the future. Section 7. Empowering through education. The power of school lunches. Recognizing the link between education and breaking the cycle of poverty, organizations are implementing innovative programs to make education accessible. One such initiative is the provision of free school lunches. For many children, this is the only nutritious meal they receive all day, incentivizing school attendance and improving their ability to concentrate and learn. These programs not only address immediate hunger but also contribute to long-term development by ensuring children receive the nutrition they need for healthy growth and cognitive development. Across Africa, women are at the forefront of the fight against poverty. In many communities, women bear the responsibility of collecting water for their families. Recognizing the need for sustainable solutions, women are leading initiatives to bring clean water closer to home. They are forming cooperatives to fundraise for and construct wells, installing rainwater harvesting systems, and advocating for improved water infrastructure. These water women are not only improving access to clean water but also empowering themselves and their communities. Microfinance programs are providing a lifeline to those trapped in poverty. By offering small loans and financial literacy training, these programs empower individuals, primarily women, to start their own businesses. These micro-entrepreneurs are creating income-generating activities, boosting local economies, and transforming their lives. From selling vegetables at the market to tailoring clothes, these small businesses are creating a ripple effect, lifting families and communities out of poverty one loan at a time. The fight against poverty in Africa is a shared responsibility. While the challenges are significant, even small actions can make a difference. Supporting organizations working on the ground, sponsoring a child's education, or advocating for policy changes that promote sustainable development are just a few ways to contribute. Equally important is raising awareness about the realities of poverty and challenging preconceived notions. By educating ourselves and others, we can foster empathy, understanding, and a commitment to creating a more just and equitable world. Despite the immense challenges, there is hope for a brighter future for Africa. The continent's greatest resource is its people. Resilient, resourceful, and determined to create a better future for themselves and generations to come. By supporting their efforts, investing in their potential, and amplifying their voices, we can help unlock Africa's vast potential and create a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive.